Things we used to have when I was growing up that are dead or dying, like the dinosaur. Number one, customer service. Remember that? Yes, it was a bright and shining star where you got waited on and people acted like they really cared, whether they did or they didn't. Now, I hardly see it anymore. As a matter of fact, I was just over at Aldi's, and before the door completely opened, the young man was coming towards me. He was really far away, but he yelled to me, "You've got 8 minutes." And I'm like, oh my God, what should I do? Should I set my timer on my phone? That'll take a minute, and then I'll only have 7 minutes. What if I don't get out of there in time? They're gonna tase me? So I just made my way through the store as quickly as possible and prayed for the best, yes. I remember a time when I used to do customer service. I never thought about stuff like that. Of course I wanted to get out of there, but I knew. Especially when I worked at a store called Dillard's, yes. And I knew if it was 9 o'clock and it was closing time, I wasn't gonna get out there at 9 o'clock because there were people still walking around getting their purchases. So I would walk up to you know, the register and just say, we're here at the register. If you have your purchases, it's time to close now. And they'd come up, and then I'd, have to check them out. But then I'd have to check the cash register. I was closing. And then I have to look around the store and make sure everything looked good. So in the morning, it didn't look like a mosh pit when the people came in. It's called customer service for a reason. We're there to service a customer. Oh, the other thing is driving. Gosh, how that's changed. Now, I spent 17 years in New York City, and I hardly ever had a car, but when I did, holy cow, that was tough. But now people are so mean on the road. I've never seen anything like it. I wish we could bring back the Model T. That would fix them, okay? Can you imagine them riding your bumper at 20 miles per hour? That would be hilarious. People giving the finger. I've never seen so many fingers in a day. I'm not going to lie, I've done it too. But I tell myself, don't do it. You might get a bullet to the head. That's how evil people are becoming. What has happened? Please tell me, someone. Is it social media? Is it just the sheer fact that everybody looks at their phone every minute of the day now and they're not really relating to anyone? Yes, that's a big part of it. And nobody's even being brought up that much anymore. They're put into kindergarten, and then don't get me started. Okay. There's just no common courtesy. That's another thing. That's part of the bad driving. Common courtesy, where people would actually let you go into a parking space. Oh, it's okay. Go right ahead. I'm not going to say nobody does it. Every once in a while they might do that. Okay, but the other day, common courtesy, I'm at the gym and they start making the announcement, the gym will be closing in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And they'll come in another minute. Like, the gym will be closing in 1 minute. And not only that, Harris Teeter, never said it, I probably shouldn't have, but I did. Harris Teeter, I was there Christmas Eve, and they started making an announcement. And this time they said, if you are not done with your purchase at 7 p.m., the registers will shut down. What? You're going to be in the midst of a Christmas Eve purchase on a register, and they'll just shut down if it's right at the 7 p.m. It's just out of control. It's crazy. And not only that, they said you couldn't get out. They would lock the doors. So now I'm going to have to call 911 and have nothing to eat the next day because I'm at that grocery store. It's just horrid. Really, it is. And then I was at the gym the other day, and, I'm going towards the water fountain. This young kid, he's probably 20, could see that I'm going towards the water fountain, but he had to get his water first. Not only that, he had a cup so large he could barely get both hands around it, And he goes up and he starts filling it. And I'm like waiting. I mean, what is happening, people? what is happening. It's called common courtesy. It's called customer service. Please don't let it completely die. What next? I'm fearful of saying. Let me know what your pet peeve is. It's not really a pet peeve. It's like a loss of niceness, a loss of respect. I'd love to hear from you. Okay? That's my rant. I'm sure I've got way more.